Gemini. I hope you're okay. Thank you for joining me. I'm Clarissa. You know what this video means. I love purpose. Thank you for making it the video. Here we're speaking to Geminis, also to Gemini cross-watchers, and we're friends of Geminis. So even if you want to see what's going on with Gemini at the moment, so welcome. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. And let's get into it. Let's see what energies are surrounding Gemini at the moment. Ace of Cups. Something new here, and a new love, and a new way of wanting to love, to receive love, to give love. There's just like a newness here. I think maybe just like make a newer connection or a new development in a connection. Maybe it's changed in some way. Temperance. So there is a methodical stage at the moment. I think you're contemplating, you've got your eye on love and you're thinking about what love means to you. But with this temperance, this could be a Sagittarius as well as a higher octave card, higher major arcana for Aquarius. You could be dealing with somebody who's very freedom loving, or this could be what you're exuding at the moment. Maybe you just want some space for some things, or space from love and deciding how you feel about things. You've got your eye on love, but I think it's almost like it's something that's different about it. You're maybe having to change perspective about it and go into a higher minded space about what this love means, or what love means to you. The Knave of Wands. So the Knave of Wands is like the Page of Wands. So you could be doing a fire sign here. Again, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Someone who's displaying, very youthful qualities, or you could be feeling like there's some childish behavior here, or something that because it's looking at the temperance, it's almost as there's two different energies here. One is that you're pondering and really meditating over the space of what love is. But there's also an element where some things you just don't want to be taken that serious, or there is an unseriousness, a non-unseriousness about the love. Maybe you just wanting to have fun with it, and maybe someone's connection is taking it a bit more serious. Or it could be you wanting to take it a bit more serious, and somebody else is not really looking at the situation in the same way. The Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords over the Ace of Cups. It's almost like somebody could be watching your movements. Somebody could be watching what you're doing, or you could be thinking about what somebody else is doing, and maybe having a look, see what's going on with them at the moment. It's just almost like again, this could be because there was this feeling of keeping the eye on love. So it could be this, keeping the eye on someone who may be a bit. There could be, there's a bit of freedom here, maybe detachment here. Just wanting to know that they're still connected in some way. That again, there is this element of there's a bit of detachment here at the moment. I feel like there is maybe there is some distance growing, or in terms of the mind, you're just focusing on other things, especially with the Knave of Wands here. It's like the energy is concentrated on something, but they're working on something. And so there was a little bit of distraction here. the King of Wands. So there's so much fire coming out. There's another fire card. So again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, this could be, you could be wanting to see some action, or that somebody's taking actions in something. Somebody's feeling really passionate about this situation, and they're wanting to. It's almost like they want to dive in more. They want to know more, but there's an element of needing to almost have a reserved persona, have a reservedness about it. Keep things under control. But underneath, there's like this building heat about this connection. This passion developing. The Chariot, yeah. I think that someone's got to make up their mind. You're feeling like maybe I should just follow my heart with some situations, or you want that person to just follow their heart, like be in their heart space. There's the Chariot as well as major arcana for Cancer, so you could be dealing with a Cancerian or someone who showing some Cancerian qualities at the moment. Maybe they're being, there could be something about they are in their feelings at the moment, and they're wanting to decide where their heart is. Or you could be feeling like there's maybe something come about where you just want to just take a step back and you just want to just explore your own emotions at the moment. Okay. Five of Swords here, because something's shaken up. Something's shaken up the connection here. I think there's a lots of thoughts going back and forward in someone's mind space. It could be your mind space about what does this really mean and what is really happening here, because there is so much passion here in this connection. It feels like a higher level of passion, but there's also lots of thoughts coming in that the thoughts are contrasting the actions. Possibly it's almost so that the thoughts of this, but the actions display this. So what does it really mean? It's contemplation about how are you going to blend these two, merge these two, so thought and actions become together. The Devil. There's something about this connection. It just ties you. It just feels good. It is a Capricorn energy as well, so the Devil is maybe being tied to something that it could be like the action side of things is really, really enticing. And this is part of what keeps you connected. But then it creates also a stir in the mind. So it again is asking, what does this all really mean? How will this connection develop into the future? And so I think you're trying to do some foresight here. You're trying to almost create some internal predictions about what's going to happen, and in the meantime the passion really keeps you connected. The Hanged Man. This reading is phenomenal for this higher mind space. There's so many major arcana cards here, Gemini. You're just going through this really telling time about yourself, like another level about the things that you understand. The Hangman is major arcana for Pisces. So there is need to maybe change your perspective about this, and maybe this is why you're pondering about love and your, the Ace of Cups, the first card. So love is very strongly, in your heart, what you want to feel, but there is so many other moving parts to this concept of love that you want to know more about, you want to dive into. So this is ultimately why you're having to all these different fluttering of thoughts coming in, the connection to the actions and trying to decipher what, who, where, how, and if, and having to almost get an upgrade in the perspective that you're trying to see. It's almost like you want to ask for some things. Okay, let's get some clarification. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Six of Swords. So again, another Swords card here. I feel like you want to, your aim is to travel away from some old thoughts. Your aim is to go into this exploration of emotion and understand what it all really means for you, why you've gone through the things that you've gone through, and really kind of get to the heart of the matter. But it's almost as though you're so used to just thinking, just what does it mean? Just being in the space of just thought. And it's almost like the action and the passion that comes with it just alleviates the need for thought. You know, it brings in a newer energy. So you're wanting to explore the process of the mind, but you want there to be movement, because Six of Swords over the body of water. You want there to be some movement. You want to be some change in the way you feel about it and think about it. You don't need to just be like, okay, I'm thinking about this and just sitting in those thoughts. You want there to be some development. You want there to be some movement. So this is why there is this meditation over what's going on and what it all means for you. Let's clarify the Temperance. The Strength card. Oh, I love it. Another major arcana for Leo. So you can do with Leo. Lots of fiery space, lots of passion and movement and heat here. So over the Temperance, it's like the things that you've gone through, the meditation in the mind that you've gone through is taking all your might to get to this place of understanding. Like you're really doing some work on yourself at the moment. So I think it's really good. But I think don't be too hard on yourself with some of the things. I think sometimes the level of overthinking, you just want to exude so much strength, over being able to get out of situations and being able to grow in your understanding about the things that you've gone through. But everything can have its time, everything can have its pace. I think because there's so much speed going on with the fire cards and the passion. And there is the major arcana here are indicating that you're just going through it's almost like another portal of understanding. But it's a lot. It's a lot to do. It's a lot of strength that you've got to have here. So okay, let's clarify the Knave of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Wow. This energy just doesn't stop. Like you just have it for days. I think you're just used to having this process of just movement all the time. Again, the Knight of Wands over the Knave of Wands, which is like the Jack of Wands. It's almost as though the passion just keeps connected. You don't mind the love being expressed as passion at the moment, because it just alleviates the need to overthink things. You can just be in the moment of it, just having a really good time with just how it feels and just exploring that side of things. Just exuding your attractiveness and just being appealing. I mean, you may feel as though the person you're connecting with makes you feel just so appealing and attractive. You could be feeling like this about them as well. You just think they're just the bee's knees. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Seven of Cups, yeah. So again, it goes back to the first row. Really indicates that there's just some overwhelming with thoughts, and again, the Seven of Cups is could be some options, but there could be there's just so many things emotionally. You're not sure which one to pick from, from day to day. So it's almost as though this is why you're going through this study of your own thoughts, because it's almost like there's so many emotions that you can choose from, and they all have, you know, huge significance for you, all mean something. But which is the one that you want to take forward? Which is the one that you want to grow? And I think this is part of the, you know, the confusion of it. It's almost the options, the thinking, they're trying to, you know, see into the future. Which way can it go? It's creating confusion, and this is what you need the strength for. I think because we like it as well. Let's clarify the King of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles again is like this balance and act. You can see here in the card, you know, just trying to balance this idea of stability and security here. So it's, you know, this is like the first earthly card that's come into the reading. So we can see that there is this ultimately in the middle card here, the center card, that you do want to eventually get to this idea of stability, but you know, and it's creating a central focus. But there is so much things going on around this sense of stability, your growth in who you are and the change that you're making. You know, the physical attractiveness, the energy that's coming in, but having to change your perspective, the things that you're tied to. Again, I feel like this whole reading is the Seven of Cups. There's so many things to pick from. Of course, Gemini. This is what makes life interesting, no? Let's clarify the Chariot. Or the Eight of Wands, I mean, it literally just keeps coming over the Chariot. So there's, you know, the direction that you want to take. There is saying action. You're saying that you've got to take this action. You've got to really put in the strength in the things that you believe in. The choice that you make, you've got to go full-hearted into it. You know, because you're leading with your heart, and that is ultimately the thing that you want to do. But that's ultimately what you need to do. But it's sometimes because we're dwelling on it, that can create the confusion. I think ultimately we made an internal choice. Okay, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups here, just to go with that one. So yeah, so you're going to be walking away from something that is painful. You know, Eight of Cups indicates that there is an emotion that you're going to choose ultimately. Eight of Cups leads from the Seven of Cups. So although, you know, there is all these different emotions that you can choose from and try and decipher, you are going to be taking action because you do want stability ultimately. You do want a sense of you know, security with somebody. And then you've got the Eight of Wands here, which is saying that you're going to take some action. You know, there's going to be a need to really home in on your energy, really focusing on your energy so you can detach from a situation that no longer serves you completely. Turning your back on some old things. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. The Emperor. The Emperor is major arcana for Aries. So again, this is someone who's very sure in their mind. This could be the energy that you've been walking away from. And you're trying to walk away from this you know, really controlling, you know, really forceful energy. Could be created a stir for you in the mind. It's almost like there's so much mental capacity needed with this person. They, you know, they know this. They know how to get into what confuses you and what takes your attention from the things that you're trying to do. They want to hold you in a situation. Yeah, let's clarify the Devil. So just thinking about just thinking about what that felt like. Okay, Page of Swords. Yeah, because you know you're learning to act different. You're learning to be different. Over the Devil as well. You're learning what has tied you to some things. You know, there is this element of again, this is a very, it's quite studious in terms of you want to know. You want to know why you've gone through certain things. You want to know why people try to treat you in a certain way, or you've reacted to things in a certain way. There's definitely this element of just having this higher minded thing about it. But there's just so much thought here, so much transformation here, wanting to elevate the mind. You've just got this need to elevate. Okay, let's clarify the Hangman. Oh, love it. 10 of Pentacles. Because this is where you see it going. This is where you just complete stability, security, happiness. You can see here, I love this card because it shows the tree of life there in the pentacle there. This is ultimately what we all strive for. This is the relationship with life with the best intention. So we've got 2 earthly cards here, the page, where you're trying to consider how you're going to balance, the concept of stability, to actually going after what you consider as to be your stability, what makes you comfortable. And yet it does mean you've got to maybe have a fight, almost a fight, wrestle with yourself and wrestle with the things that have made you feel turbulent and just detach from how they've made you feel. And go for that happiness. Gemini, love it for you. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. Really love all cards for Gemini. Really love all cards. Boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Yay. I love this for you, Gemini. This definitely speaks to the reading and your need to want to just move away from certain emotions, move away from some certain concepts that may be being imposed on you by somebody else. Again, we've got the 6 of Swords here, so you're having to explore this emotional space to get to where you want to. Like, you feel like it's held you for a while, old behaviors, old thought patterns, whether it's your own or whether it's been projected onto you so you react in a certain way. But you're becoming really aware of it. It's almost like you're coming into your own power about things, but that it's going to take strength. It's going to take some actions. It's going to take you detaching from certain things, and also, understanding and learning what is your concept of security and stability here. Let's get another. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. That's very clear cards, isn't it? This is, again, I think, this is definitely for the Geminis who felt tied to somebody, and somebody really doesn't want to let go. But it's almost saying that you've got to do this acknowledgement that those old emotions cannot exist and they cannot continue in your life, and you're prepared to go through whatever you need to go to detach, because for you're ready to move forward, even if others are not, even if others want to continue their battle to keep you held in a certain thought process, mindset, pattern, a certain level, whatever it is. You're taking the stance to not be what they project onto you, be what you choose to have for yourself. Let's get one more card. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. This speaks of all the passion that's in the reading. Because maybe there is somebody that has got your attention as well at the moment where they just make you feel the way you want to, and this could be helping to change certain perspectives that you have, because you feeling attractive and feeling desired by a newer energy or by a next level of love compared to the things that have held you. It does stir the mind. It does make you contemplate. So this is really good. So let's get some answers here. Okay, 3 cards. Gemini. Compassion. I feel like this speaks to you, to being kind to yourself. You're understanding the things that you've gone through. And putting your best foot forward to show others that, or those whoever you feel like needs to see, that you are more than what they project. You can be your true self, and you can show your compassion. You can show your everything, all the emotions that are kind to you and to the space around you that really reflect a positivity that you want to have. You can show that. You don't have to be contained in emotion that others want to impose on you. Joy and contentment. Yes, this is the place you want to be. Definitely. This is everything. Security, stability, a balance, desire, passion, reciprocation. This is it all. This is what you can have. Is within your reach, Gemini. Okay, let's get one more card here. Take a step back. Yeah. So, this is really speaking to the energies that want to tie you. You know exactly what you need to do, because we've got the 8 of Cups here. Do what you need to do. Take the steps forward, but don't let it completely contain you. Have that space for yourself, that space for your own nurture, your own healing, and the things that you want to focus on. Okay, Gemini, I've loved this for you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you've loved the reading too, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, take care. Bye.